What's something you've tasted that most humans have not? I was injured in a rocket attack in Afghanistan. I remember lying in the dirt and my ear felt weird, like swimmer's ear. I have sensitive ears, so I stuck my finger in my ear to try to drain it, only to have my finger come away with a thick syrupy substance. It was dark, so I couldn't see what it was, and my nose was broken and bleeding. I decided, fuck it, I licked it. It tasted mildly sweet. It was cerebrospinal fluid, from my brain. A ladybug flew into my mouth when I was riding my bike as a kid. Ladybugs secrete a yellow bitter goop when they get eaten as a, fuck you, don't eat me, mechanism, so that happened. Had to run inside and rinse out my mouth, which didn't really help. Edit. Wow, there are a lot of ladybug tasters in here. My people rock. The sweet taste of a Ticketmaster refund. The asphalt on the crosswalk in front of the Flatiron Building in NYC. Potholes are a bitch. A wasp was sleeping in our backyard as a kid and I probably ate too many sweets which attracted it. I woke up hearing something weird and out of reflex of feeling something in my mouth, I swallowed. That was a strange experience but hurt way less than expected. Elephant. For context, it wasn't hunted. It was already dead. Got hit by a train frowning face. So technically, it was roadkill. So that's two things I guess. Bronze Age cremated human bones. Had my coffee cup standing right next to the tub I was cleaning them after excavation. Scrubbed the sediment off of it with a toothbrush and it sputtered together with tiny fractions of the bones all around and also in that coffee. The last sip felt a little coarse and on the bottom of the cup were still white particles between the sand and coffee grounds. Possum was really common in rural NZ back in the 70s, 80s. It's disgusting. I was 4 and still remember the taste. My ex's asshole. My homemade Aussie cheese fries. Termites, and it was surprisingly good. Minty, if I recall correctly, was many years ago. Used a glass of water to put cig butts in when I smoked. Woke up in the middle of the night desperate for a drink and swallowed 2 chugs before I realized what was going on. It tastes even worse than you might expect. Edit. It seems from the comments many more people than I expected have drunk cig butt juice. We grew up on a farm and my brother watched some survival TV show where they were hunting for their own food and cooking it after. He was able to catch a toad, created a fire and cooked and sliced it up afterwards. Me, as the little girl looking up to her older brother, me. 6, him. 8, of course had to taste it. I don't think it's really common. 18 molar sulfuric acid. Back in the day you sucked things into a pipette. Sometime I sucked too hard. This time I got a mouthful of acid. I tasted sweet for 2 weeks. Inside of my mouth got burned so bad it blistered my gums and tongue so bad everything boiled up and shed eventually. Healing sucked because when I talked, I'd accidentally bite down and pop a blister, tasted like pus. Hated that time of my life lol.